Hi everyone, I'm Haley Karen. I'm an intern here at SportsFinda, and today we have Katherine Tracy. She's a junior at Bridgewater State University, and she plays women's lacrosse.
Hi.
Okay, so our first question is, how's your day going?
Pretty good. It's kind of cold here, so
Yeah.
uh yeah.
Okay. Um, so our first question is, we wanted to ask you about your sports background and how you got to where you are today.
Um I've been playing sports like all of my life, and like growing up with my brother and sister, we would just kind of like play sports all the time, and I played soccer, basketball, and then I actually didn't start playing lacrosse until I was in 8th grade because it's like more of like a new program in my town. And then I played basketball all 4 years of high school. I did golf for 2 years in high school, and then cross country for a year, and then I did lacrosse all 4 years in high school, and then I now play lacrosse at Bridgewater State.
Okay, and so you said you were in eighth grade when you started playing lacrosse?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like 14, 15-ish,
I think I was like 13,
13.
14. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like really typical for lacrosse. Like a lot of people didn't start until later because the popularity of the sport didn't really like start until like then.
Yeah.
So what was it like starting lacrosse and like figuring it out? Like, what did you think? Did you think it was hard?
Well, I actually started playing like I think I started really playing lacrosse in 6th grade actually with like all of I used to hang out with a lot of boys, and all of like my guy friends played like men's lacrosse, which is obviously a lot different than women's lacrosse, but I would always play with like guy sticks, and then my brother had played. So I was like playing boys lacrosse informally, and so like I had like a background, I guess, in that, but obviously when I first started playing, it's such a different sport, because a lot of the time your equipment like matters but doesn't matter that much. Like it doesn't matter if you play basketball, like which kind of basketball you have, as long as it's like round and it'll bounce. But like with lacrosse, like I feel like the stick is so personal and like an extension of like your body, so it makes like it more crucial for you to have the right equipment. um, but that was like the biggest difference going into starting and playing. But other than that, it's pretty similar to like basketball and like hockey slash field hockey. Like it's like a lot of like it's just like a very and soccer, I guess. It's just in the air.
Yeah. Okay. And how was your recruiting process? Did you start like your junior year, your senior year?
I think I started my junior year, like kind of looking around at schools, and then I didn't do a club team or anything, which is like probably my biggest regret with lacrosse, because like I feel like that helps people so much in terms of one, just like being able to play more competitively, and two, like the like recruiting process. But um I didn't start until about my like junior year, and I was just kind of like poking around on websites looking at like different schools like programs and stuff. And then my senior year I got in contact with my coach because I sent her an email and I was like, hi, like I'm interested in playing blah blah blah. And then she came out and watched me play, and she was like, yep, well if you'd like to come, like we'd love to have you. And then after that the rest was history.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I had a very similar experience, obviously, being on the same team. That's how my recruiting process was basically as well. And I also didn't play on a club team. So I feel like that's definitely, if you're young and you're thinking about playing in college, like if you're like a freshman or sophomore in high school, I would definitely get into a club program, no matter what sport you're playing, really, because that definitely helps with the recruiting process. It makes you visible to many more college coaches.
Yeah, especially with the like tournaments that you go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do that
for sure.
sports.
Um, so obviously we said that you attend Bridgewater State University. What made you choose Bridgewater to play lacrosse at?
um, I think I was looking at a lot of similar state schools in Massachusetts or like around Massachusetts. And I just I think I ended up actually choosing to go to Bridgewater because I was on a tour and it was a rain like it was raining and I was on a tour and then like something about like the like one of the quads like had just like really really bright green grass and I just like saw that and I just felt like I don't know, it was like a sign to like go there. I don't know. It was like a really weird like clicking thing, but I just decided to go based off of that really.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, and I mean, obviously, like I really like enjoyed my coach. She seemed like the out of all the other like MASCAC coaches, like she would definitely be the one that I would be most willing to work with.
Yeah.
Not willing to work with, but yeah.
But yeah. What's your favorite thing about being a student athlete?
Probably just like all of the um probably just like all of the friends kind of that I've made along the way. Whether that's like on my own team or through like other teams and stuff like cuz obviously we do like volunteering and stuff like that a lot. So I think like that's good and then obviously some of the leadership opportunities that have presented themselves have been nice. Like being involved with Bear Up last year was really cool. Um so I would just say like overall the people that
Yeah.
you get to interact.
Mhm. Okay. And what is one of your greatest accomplishments as a student athlete, whether that was in high school or college?
Um, I think I would probably say, like in high school, I guess I'll give you two. I'll give you two for one.
Okay.
I guess in high school, like one of my favorite memories was getting like 100 goals, like getting like
Mhm.
the 100 goal like ball or whatever. And then um, in college, it was probably just the way that we won like our second game in Puerto Rico last year right before like COVID really struck and it was like we had just played a game and then like it was all of a sudden like oh well this could really be your last game ever that you play. So it was really nice to walk away with a win on that one and like just the way that the team pulled together and played was really awesome and I actually had one of the goals, like one of the last like few that like really solidified like us winning, and I think that was like one of my favorite memories slash like most proudest moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Do you have any athletes that you look up to, like, as role models, or if it's not an athlete, like who in your life has influenced you to be the athlete you are today?
I would probably say I really like Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali are two like athletes that I really like. I
Mhm.
don't really know why. They just obviously like Michael Jordan is literally one of the greatest of all time. And Muhammad Ali as well, but I just think that their mentality like is really incredible and then other than that I think yeah, I don't really know. Like I guess like I'm just very competitive, so like everyone else like kind of like fuels me to be like the best that I can be. Like I just don't want to be like worse than someone else.
Yeah.
So obviously like everyone else I just kind of like compete with them.
Mhm. Yeah. So do you have any current goals for your season coming up, regardless of COVID and everything? If you didn't have that obstacle, what would your goals be?
Probably well, obviously it's to win a MASCAC championship. But really just to like win every game that we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that and then hopefully just having a season will be really nice.
Mhm. So this is the last question. Do you have any advice for those wanting to do a sport in college, like recruiting or just in general?
I think just have fun with it and make sure that you pick the school that obviously fits your needs for like education, but sometimes like even more so like pick a school that you feel comfortable at because you can always change your major like or whatever, but you can't always find good people at certain schools. So I would just pick the school that has the best people that you think you would fit in with. So that way you'll have a nice support system. But other than that, I would just have fun.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay, so thank you, Katherine, for joining us today. And thanks to everyone who listened to this. You can follow us on Instagram at SportsFinda to see more college day in the life of a student athlete. And you can check out Katherine's day on our Instagram story takeover highlight on our Instagram. So thank you and have a great rest of your day.